So, hello everyone. I will just check that you can hear me. Wait a minute, I want to see how that ended actually. Oh yeah, that's quite funny. So I didn't know that when you shut down that's good to know actually. I didn't know that when you shut the lid, it switched it off. I didn't know that. I also didn't know that my mum was going to ring the buzzer at 10 o'clock at night because I'm like, what the fuck? But it was because uh, yeah, I didn't know she was basically, I knew she was going to drop in at some point, but I didn't think it was going to be tonight. It was going to be tomorrow or something. So, anyway, that was the drama. Um, but it's going to be part of the message. So it's going to be that like somebody like I go, yeah, I did channel that. And I think wait a minute, am I live? I'm talking to myself right now, but it's not, yeah. Um, Someone's going to unexpectedly like come pop up at your door. And it's going to be a lot more exciting than your mom. It's like, that's what I'm getting from that. Um, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm still not seeing what's going on here. Yeah, I'm live. I'll just add that one. It's not coming up on here though. But yeah, that's quite. I've been bumped from that parcel. They were meant to be coming to pick up that, and I stayed in all fucking day, and they never bloody came. Why? Wait a minute. That's still saying I'm live. Oh no, this is so confusing. Oh no, no, here I am. I found it. Right. Don't know if people will come back, but right. So looks like I'm stuck in. Good job. Hopefully they just come in the morning to get it so I can get out at some point because that's quite annoying if I have to stay in. I was going to stay in most all day tomorrow anyway, but I did want to get out and walk at some point, and I normally need to be fair, I'll need to rest because I've done this, but right. So, but anyway, the fact that it's split into two parts. So if you're just finding me now, this is the second half of Cancer in the fourth house. So just quickly, basically, you'll need to catch the first half of it. But it has meaning, that my mum come to the door when I wasn't expecting her to. It's about, yeah, something happening out of the blue for you. So look, embrace transformation. Things are now different. I feel this masculine's went through a huge transformation, and the reward at the end is you to each other. I said that in one of the shorts. I've channeled the same message for one of I don't know, it's either the shorts or the next 4 days worth of videos that I've done. It was the same message. But I feel like this masculine right now has been it's like using the feminine as like a carrot dangling to like when I get to this point I can go and get to them, but I'm not there yet, is what I'm hearing this person say. So, or this is when they were there. I mean, they could be there now, or you could be there now, but and then I think that's what it is. Like maybe you don't realize this person is like through this or through the worst of it or something. Let's get this set because now, what bits have I done? I'd hardly got started, had I? So, like I said, sorry about that, but it always has meaning. Did I put that bit in yet? No, I didn't. Right. So, but like I said, I don't really. We're not going to have. I'm not going to have to. Even if somebody did get one of the personal ones, I'm not going to have time to do that. So basically, everybody, members and anyone, if you were to buy something tonight, I'll do it on Thursday or Friday. I'll put the thing in anyway because it's got the link for the booking link. And remember, if you are already a member, you get if you're second, basically if you're in the second level upwards, but people are only in the first and the second level. If you're in the second level, you get a percentage um off of the normal session. So hello Renee, how are you doing? So sorry about that. If you missed what I was saying, my mum came to the door and it's really late. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing now? I think it's just because it's so unusually hot. You know what I mean? I mean, but it's dark now. My mum's hardcore like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm more of a granny. I'm like, I'm not fucking cutting about this time of night, you know what I mean? My mum's like, she's a Capricorn rising. She's like, give a fuck, you know what I mean? Without the swearing. My mum doesn't swear. My dad doesn't swear either. I'm only fucking joking. He definitely swears, but he would have the cheek to tell me to stop swearing, kind of thing. But but they don't, yeah, even he doesn't swear like I do. That's my sad moon potty mouth. But my mum, it takes a lot. I worry when my mum swears. I'm like, oh, shit's going down. um, right. So, right, what have we got here? That's what would get you out of your comfort zone. So embracing your feelings is basically what I'm getting from that. Right. So let's go to the. Oh shit! I've just seen it. Sorry, I'm just texting my mum. So. Right. Where is the masculine at now? Tell us with these cards, whoever this is going to make sense to. But with it being split in two parts, I feel the message there is. So again, thank you, Rona. Thank you, my mum. It's like you were separated, This masculine's went from separation consciousness to unity consciousness. That's what the message is. I can't let go. And now they can't let you go. So again, what I mean is when this person was in separation consciousness, they felt like they could let you go. They didn't want to, but they felt like they could. Um, but they can't. I'm thinking I've been hearing songs and music that reminds me of you, and it makes me want to reach out to you even more. And then look at the that's so amazing with the synchronicity. Oh my god. I'm going to see if that card comes out. There is an actual card where it's like, I want to talk to you. What would you do if I turned up? I was selfish and struck an ego. Surely it's in this big pile. You deserve better than them. You deserve better than that version of me. I'm horny. When I'm with you, I can't think straight. I act weird and crazy because I want you so bad. You're just so gorgeous to me. Again, it's that energy driving this person towards you. I've been working myself. I'm not the same as I was before. I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me. I wanted to be, but I was afraid of letting you down. I was in denial, so I acted like a dick. I'm sorry I hid my real feelings from you. I've always been in love with you, and I'm a coward for not admitting that to you sooner. I'm gaining the courage to tell you face to face. For someone to tell you something face to face, they would need to come to your door. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of similar. I hurt. Sometimes when I think of you, it hits me so hard just how badly I've messed it all up. Will you ever forgive me? I'm inspired. I could write a book. Maybe one day I will. There's that energy, Gemini energy coming in again. I've been manifesting you. I'm anxious about how you're going to receive me. I lust for you. These are only two cards like that, and they've just come out. When I look at you, sometimes my desire takes me over, and that primal need for you makes me want to rip off your clothes and have you right there. This might be the energy for Cancer, fourth house, but this is given new moon in Leo. You might be watching the new moon in Leo because you might be catching up on these. So the new moon in Leo is Thursday, Friday. I'm surprised. Please don't be mad at me. I'm trying so hard to change. I feel you. My spider sense is tingling. Are you thinking of me? Because I'm definitely thinking of you. So that's what's going on currently. That's where the masculine's at presently. This group of masculines, if it resonates. The feminine, because let's see if any of the feminine cards come out and match it. Did I get all of them there? I'm starting to understand their connection. I bury myself and work to forget you. That's not working anymore. This person's starting to understand what this is. Again, they've went from separation consciousness to unity consciousness. It's got something to do with the galactic code streaming in right now. That'll get stronger and stronger and stronger. The activations, the psychic gifts will come on even stronger than what you already have them, if you already have them. or they'll be initiated, you know, you'll into, I can feel you thinking about me. After I've just read the one about I'm thinking of you, you're thinking of me like I'm thinking about you. I can feel you thinking about me. That's funny. I don't even mind that some think I'm crazy for believing you'll remember us, they'll see in time. So again, that to me feels like, you know, you could have you've yeah. Oh yeah, and this is the one where it was masculine, releasing masculine lower self, isn't it? Like that's what I mean. It feels like unless again I'm getting mixed up, unless this was what I said for Gemini, but I think it was this one. You've had to really wait a long time to be able to that like basically this feels like I'm picking up on people that had major repressed feelings. So either you're the person that done that, you went into denial and you pushed your feelings down for years, a long time, or your person done that. You taught me, and again, that's no blame and shame and everything like that. It just is what it is, right? People do that for a reason. You taught me how to love myself, and I know that you're trying to love yourself. I'm proud of you. So the feminine's coming in with nothing but support because that's what real divine feminines do. If you've got a feminine energy with you that isn't being like that, oh dear, as it stops on mum says hi. You know, that's quite funny too, because again, like the fact that it was my mum that came to the door, you know what I mean? But again, this is about interfering mums, but again, it's like, you know, so that, you know what I mean? But it could be a mum is supporting, like jumped out again. It could be in this case like a mum is supporting you with something. Because that my mum was at the door helping me with something there. So and also she helped deliver the message, you know what I mean? So I wasn't giving her a hard time because she came to the door. It was just, you know what I mean? It was what it was. It was just surprising. So again, there is surprises here. I need to I need to feel your body next to mine. Fuck it out again. I was stressed. I did not write too many cards like that. I need to feel your body next to mine with the lust card and the good lord. We are birthing the. Oh yeah, look at what I just said about the galactic codes. We are birthing the new Earth. It's not easy, but we knew we could handle it. Again, so this is definitely. I think this is definitely going to speak to. I see your birthday numbers everywhere. This is definitely going to speak to those are the twin flames that you've been on this journey a long time, and you've really taken one for the team. You know, and so that's why you know I say every now and again when it feels relevant you know, it's good to be mindful if you've not been awakened to the twin flame journey that long to, you know, for you to know that yourself. And definitely if you're another person guiding others, that, you know, it's not always the case that twin flames are in separation. You're in separation because you're not doing the work. Far from it. Some of us are still in separation because we were able to handle more pain than others, to be honest, to be able to generate more love. And the reunion being more like, you know, even more of a big deal when you actually reunite, as in yeah, it's great for the two of you, which matters, but the earth as well, creating the new earth energy, the ripple effect of the energy, the excitement that that sends out into the world. Um, Gossip, look, they pulled me to that when I picked that up off the floor. So again, a lot of gossip around these connections because that came up on the one for Gemini. It's coming up again in this one. It's like there's just a lot of gossip because remember this fable. So anyway, oh yeah, and so see, look at what I'm saying there too. That's quite interesting with what I'm saying because that is kind of it's not gossip as such, is it? But it's talking on things that you don't know as much about. Like I've seen it along the years where people that haven't been awakened to the twin flame journey as long say things like, "Oh, the people that are out there that are still in separation and you know they've been on it like 10 and 15 years." That you know it's because they're not working on themselves or they're not bringing themselves into inner union, and that simply isn't true. It's exactly what I just said. Like I can handle a lot of pain, like you've seen me do in the trauma release. It makes sense that I would get one of the most painful twin flame journeys, you know, to be able to be a teacher of it and to be able to have been on it for this long, to be able to teach people to the best of my ability. And, you know, to have that empathy and the patience and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, the believe in long before others would, you know, got to have love has just come on, whatever that is. So anyway, so but whatever it is, you know, this is about people talking about somebody that's different, and she paints the whole village, you know. So it's like basically they talk about her until the day she dies, and the day she dies, they go into her house and they find out that she was like an amazing artist that had painted loads of beautiful portraits of the people that were being horrible about her. So it's kind of like an analogy, a metaphor for even if people have been horrible to you, people you know or don't know, um, you give nothing but love out to people because it's a heart chakra card. And that, again, that's very, I resonate with that. I've always resonated with that card. Like, I don't care who talks shit about me. Keep on talking. You know what I mean? I'm obviously, you're talking about me for a reason. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're sad enough to be talking about me all the time, then you've obviously not got much else going on in your life. But although I said that in a bitchy way, I'm allowed to. That's my sass. We're moving into the dark moon. But it's kind of like, at the same time, I do send nothing but healing out to people, you know, because if people do shit like that, it's not very nice and you need to heal. But I wouldn't send negative energy out because it'll just come back to you anyway. So take what you want from that. But let's get back to this before it cuts me off because I need to speed this up. So again, maybe that's part of the message. This person's feeling like they need to hurry it up. They need to speed this up. Right. Okay. So what's some karmic lessons that are being learned or need to be released, if any at all? Reach it. Oh my God, this one. Reaching your goal. Everything you want from this connection will manifest in the near future. Oh, that's an exciting one. So again, divine feminines, is that not just fucking amazing with what I just passionately channeled? You will be reaching your goal sooner than what you think. I think it'll be quite a shock, a surprise. And it's going to manifest in the near future. Now, how near in the future that is, I don't know, because I don't know when you're watching this. Let go of the timing. Stay in a high vibration. Masculine too. Be very fiercely protective of your energies. Masculine. Stay optimistic. Yeah, look, especially the masculine, stay optimistic. Look at your Q&A tab. If, you know, again, I doubt I will post it in the comments because I've just basically got in a habit of not watching these. But I used to watch these back and I don't now. You know, it's not like I never do, but I'm struggling to remember. I think the last one I watched back was Virgo. That was fucking ages ago. Virgo. We're nearly at Virgo again. But what I was going to say is it's the ones I put up. I think it was just yesterday, and it was like I channeled something without the cards, and then I just decided to pull the cards after I'd already posted something. It was because we thank you for helping me reach that actually because it's our channel. You know, we're actually to be fit, it hit 1,444, and it's better for me to actually explain that on the video rather than me writing it. When I saw that, I caught it on yeah, so it would have been Saturday night, and it was at 1,443. And I thought, oh my God, we're one off what my goal was. Oh my God, see how they've just done that? That's kind of nuts. Because, um, because my goal was that I set ages ago, like after we got to, I can't remember what it would have been. I think after we reached 111, my next goal was 1,444. So, you know, it was quite a while off. And I don't know how long that's taken. I think it's been over 6 months. It's been taking a while anyway. But it's not that I've just let go of the timing and it's here. So it's, see, I mean, they're talking through me. It's what I've just said. Let go of the timing, and before you know it, what you want is here. And that was my goal, was 1,444, because obviously I love 144 and I see it all the time. So it's a good job. I love it. But my other number I love is 444 because the ones and the fours are how I've always activated people the past 10 years. These are the numbers I get drawn to. So, again, and like I've said, you know, that was long before. I know everybody does that in a video now, but that was like, you know, if you go back and watch my stuff from like when I started 10 years ago, it was like I was doing that then too. So it's again, it's part of the downloads and the codes, the way it comes in, and then it does become people are just doing what other people do. But I just follow what my soul guides me to do. But the point is that felt really special. And then I thought, I bet you I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be 1,444. And then it was when they woke me up at like whatever nine just before 9:30 in the morning, and I needed more sleep. But it was just so that I caught it at 1,444. But now some fucking miserable fucker left because I told you that happens all the time, and it's back at 1,444. But what I always say is, for every miserable fucker that leaves, bye. Don't let the virtual door hit you on the way out because there'll be 10 more that come. You know, there'll be more. But yeah, thank you to everyone that's been here all the time for a long time, the hashtag oldies, regardless of your, you know, that's nothing to do with your age. And thank you if you're one of the newbies, because that, you know, it feels just really amazing. because sometimes it really does feel like moving through treacle, and it feels like, is anyone fucking watching these? Is anyone fucking listening? You know, and I need to change it up. I get bored, blah blah blah, but I keep going either way because, like I said, I can't stop. It's my calling. I can't stress that it's not just my calling to be a twin flame healer, shaman, all the other therapists, all the other things that I am. It is also my calling to be on YouTube specifically. I've always known that. I was terrified for years of being on here, and that's why I can help other people if you've got a fear of being on other platforms, whether it's here or anywhere else, or just a fear of being seen if you need to be, you know, doing something in the public in your community or something. So, you know, if you think it's easy for me to sit here, you wouldn't be wrong now. It is easy for me to do it now, but I had to push through a shitload of fear to be able to do this like this. So, you know, don't judge your first of your chapter as someone's end of the book on the next book kind of thing. Somebody could be writing a book with me using these book analogies. Um, but yeah, you're about to reach your goal. And that was the point. That post says something about stay optimistic. You're nearly there, you know, and this is for the masculine. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life, specifically romance. So, masculines, make sure you've not got people around you that are making you feel like you can't get what it is you want, because you can. You can, you are, you're manifesting it. And some of you are ready to basically go and get it, you know. Unbreak, because it's an unbreakable love. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. So what I'm feeling from this is there's reasons for why, if you're a masculine, you feel like this is a bit of an impossible situation, and some of the things might be unforgivable. But look, there's a reason why they made me pick up the cards with two flamingos making the heart. It's like this isn't an ordinary, oh, that's a song, isn't it? This isn't an ordinary love. This is a twin flame connection where lots of unique, crazy, I mean, I've heard it all over the past 10 years, the stories that, you know, amazing things and not so amazing things, all unique, lots of synchronicities. It's all unique and different, all the same. It's a weird thing about it. There's lots of things that are the same, there's lots of things that are very different about people's journey, but only you know your journey. But it's like the masculine, your feminine has genuine love for you, and you can overcome any issues that have arisen in the past and any issues that are arriving now or that will arise, because you were made for each other. And it's an unbreakable love. So that felt like that group of masculines really needed to hear that, because it's a magnetic connection, and that's why people are jealous. That's why there's gossip around it. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person, your person. Open your eyes. This person's opened their eyes. If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. This person's opened their eyes to the illusion. Because remember, that's the, you know, I'll put, this is the part two. So the title to how I started this was This Person's Longing for You, or something like that. This person's longing for you after seeing through the illusion. I'm fucking waking up. I see signs about you in our situation, and it freaks me out sometimes how accurate they are. Yeah, I'm waking up. I get it. I'm running out of steam a bit, guys. So wait a minute. Right, I'll put these there. Right, we need to hurry up now because the battery's going down. But again, I do think that's energy. This I need to hurry up. I need to hurry up. I need to move it. I need to go. This person's feeling the fire up their ass kind of thing from the Leo season. Right, what karmic I think that was the karmic lessons. Let's move on to shadow work. Shadow work. Let's get one of these wee Kali cards with all the wee plastic bits are getting stuck. Right, so Kali card, shadow work. Oh, two have come out. So this is for the feminine and the masculine. Take them where they resonate. It look blue again, blue tarot again. Again, specifically, right? This could, if you're a Blu-ray twin flame like myself, you could really, this could really speak to you. I basically feel the Blu-ray twin flames are coming into union. So if you're a Blu-ray twin flame, I feel it's not. I mean, it could be all of them, but I feel there's a lot of Blu-ray twin flames that are coming into union. Because I keep getting all the things about blue, but that is also the galactic energies leading up to the 88 portal that are going on. It's very Palladian, very Syrian, Sirius energy kind of stuff. It's time to free yourself from what has been. Learn from it, but not allow it to define you or direct the course of your life. Give up your stories about the past. You've outgrown them. Kali consumes mistakes, sins, and negativities. And again, you'll notice that is also what I do. I'm a shaman that transmutes the energy. I swallow it, I take it in my own body, and I transmute it. True story. Not all shamans do it that way, but that's the way I do it. But it's because I can. And it's what I said in this passionately about I get a lot of the pain for Twinflame Collective as general and for the world because I can handle it. Because I've got Pluto 0 degrees, Scorpio in the 12th house. Like I've said before, I've never met anybody that's got that exact degree. I've got people that have got like degrees close to it, but not that exact degree. Because that's my calling. Doesn't mean there's nobody else in the world with it, but I've not met them yet if they're about. So, because it's difficult, not everyone could do it. All I know is that's my calling. This is the same. I gave this chat on one of the. They made me channel this very passionately, and one of the ones. I think it might be for tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow's and the day after. But it was something along the lines. I kept pulling out soul purpose, and I kept saying, "Your calling wasn't a conference call. I get what my calling is. Do you understand what your calling is? If you don't, I'll be able to tell you. I'll look at your chart. I'll basically map it out what your calling is. You don't need to go and do what it is I say because it's not me saying it, but I'll channel what your guides and God are saying your soul's blueprint says. And you can be like, hey, I have always wanted to write a poem, or I have always wanted to do this. I have always, you know what I mean? Maybe you needed permission by somebody seeing it in your chart. That would be my psychic astrology empowerment reading. It's a bit more of an investment and it's a long session. It can be done over two, but it does change people's lives. I've been doing that one for 10 years. So let her free you now so you can be open to the gift of your life unfolding. Blue Tara, chaos will give, see what I mean? Chaos, that's the tower moment. Chaos will give way to the higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart as Blue Tara looks to her right, gazing towards the future. She sees vision of your peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future. So again, what I'm getting from that, this is a masculine side. The person's, your present might not be this, but your future is peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future. Your present and your past might have been chaotic. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the destiny now unfolding for you. Chills much, amaze balls. Right. That was the shadow work. So, right, what would help with inner union right now? What would help with inner union? This is a bit of a funny deck to pick up for that, but we'll trust. What would help with inner union? Reminiscent, dwelling, bittersweet, but it came in reverse. So what I feel they're saying is divine feminine and masculine in your feelings. Just keep thinking about the good memories. Don't dwell. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't like think, oh, this is a lost opportunity. You know, don't stress yourself out with that. Divine masculine in particular, because we've got divine masculine stress. Just think about everything's happened the way it was meant to happen. I've got my good memories with this person and I want to create more good memories in the future. And I want to return. Maybe I'll get a second chance. Maybe I've got another opportunity to make amends, return. You know what I mean? Try to turn that frown upside down. And if you can't turn that frown upside down, you book your session with a very positive Aries Sun Sag Moon healer, and I shall help you. Right. What have we got? Neglected. I failed to give you what you need. You know what I mean? So that's for the inner union. So the memories, one was the feminine, this is the masculine. The masculine is in that energy. And again, a lot of people are going to be in that, right? It's the last degree of Cancer Sun. If you need to have a good cry, if you need to grieve, if you need to grieve your losses, there's a card that says that in one of my decks. You know, there's just shitloads of cards that are coming out about grief, loss, sadness, tears, blah, blah, blah. If you watch all the ones I've done tonight, they've all said things like that. The energy could drastically shift by, if you're in the UK, you watch how it changes from after 1:30, by like 2 o'clock, we're in the sun in Leo, right? But don't hold me to that because the moon will be in Cancer. So it depends how strongly you feel either energies, you know what I mean? But and again, you might not feel any of this. Like I just channel it that way because I've done that, like you said, for the past 10 years. And I move scarily with the moon signs, which is why you'll see I revolve all of my work around it in my life. So yeah, so I rest when the moon is in Cancer and the moon is in Pisces. I take more rest than usual because these are very feminine signs. I fail to give you what you need. So the masculine right now, for inner union, don't be dwelling on that. Like unexpected outcome, things didn't go the way I planned. Like this is what they're saying. So like they're just telling you what is actually happening. So what would help with people that are in that energy? Think about all the things that could go right: commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. So what that says to me is like this is some of the masculines have really big plans. Like, they could this can be somebody going drastically from not being a commitment type to being a commitment type, to being in a commitment with the wrong person, to wanting to get out of that and being a commitment with the right person. Wrong person being like a karmic person that they don't want to be with anymore. But because it would have been right at the time and now it's not, kind of thing. To learn the lessons. But I just feel this is somebody that if this person was like, one person isn't enough, I want choices, whatever, it's like, you're the only one for me. It's a drastic change. Clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. This person's coming out of denial and being honest with themselves. That's what would help you. That's what would help you get an inner union, is coming out of denial and being honest with yourself. You're only going to do that when you're ready. But this is interesting. There's a card in here that says that. So let's see if it comes out. See the truth of the situation. I wonder if that ties back to the title. All this person, this person's longing for you after seeing through the illusion. The illusion in some people's cases could have been the illusion their own ego created. Talk. And the best way to get out of that is to talk. Get out of your head and into your heart. It misses you. That's someone that said that's swearing, doesn't it? It's like get out your fucking head, or I don't know. But this person has spent too long in their head and the emotions are wanting to spill out of them. Talking keeps your relationship alive. Faithfulness, arrival. Fidelity. Look, both cards say fidelity. Fidelity builds strong relationship. This group of masculines, if this is you and there's a guy with a bunch of flowers, actually he's got two bunch of flowers, but it's like this is a group of masculines that are very emotional, that are thinking of ways to make it up to you. And in whatever way they're going to do that, they're going to express that they only want you. Love may be just around the corner, arrival, and that because there's a wee older woman on this, I always feel like this is ancestors guiding the twin flames together. Now there could be specific anniversaries, like I mentioned, like I can't remember, no, the 29th is the 10th anniversary of this channel, the official one. And I think it's the 31st that is the anniversary of my nana's death. 11 years. So, but yeah. Triangle. Evaluate your emotions for a firm decision. Yeah. So again, that's what I think this group of people are stressing, all the people it makes sense to. I know what I was like before. I wasn't, there was no teamwork there. I wasn't wanting to settle down or whatever. I wasn't wanting commitment, or I wasn't wanting commitment you because it was too intense. Now I do. It's a drastic turnaround. So maybe like there's some kind of aspect hitting someone's Juno, or Juno springs to mind because that is about marriage and commitment. You can have it. So again, remember somebody Juno is in Scorpio. So somebody's Juno might be in Scorpio and it's conjunct that, or it might be, conjunct your Venus, planet of love, or Saturn, commitment, anything like this. Doesn't need to be for everyone, but something that's making you, or it could be in your seventh house, some kind of transit. It really could be anything, but chemistry. Embrace a mutual attraction, admitting it's okay to admit errors and put things right. So yeah, someone wants to put things right where in the past they chose their own free will. The path you take is up to you, and they chose to walk away from you, to be brutal about it and not to be faithful. Like they didn't want to be faithful to you. I don't know if this person wanted to be faithful to anyone. Fidelity builds strong relationships, but it was in reverse this time. So you mean that's fucking scarily accurate the way that came through. Again, it's not me they're just speaking through me, but that's quite nuts. That is what I was feeling this person say. They're like trying to work out ways of how to get it across to you for them to believe you, for you to believe them. So, uh-oh, all the cards fell on the floor, and then just to stress, all the cards fell on the floor, and the one I caught was that one again. Marriage promises fidelity. So marriage can be a sign of union unless this is actual. By the way, this actually could be some surprise engagements too, because I was when I had wait a minute, it might still be there. Nah. When I was shuffling them, the engagement card was there. I looked at it and then I never called that out. So maybe I wasn't meant to. Maybe some of this is a surprise, but take your power back. You're giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. Boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will and won't allow. Again, there's going to be a need to be a strong talk for both of you about what your boundaries are with each other and setting boundaries with people around you. I'm too asleep to resonate with a love so profound. Oh, that's an ouchy one, isn't it? I feel that's where this person was in the past. I'm so afraid of rejection that I haven't taken a risk to be with you. But that's what this person's pushing through. Person was fast asleep and now they're wide awake. I'm wide awake. Do 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 do. You could crush me at any moment, so I've always been on guard. The truth. Never doubt my love for you. I've always loved you and always will. But you see, that's the thing. When people have been around toxic men and women that do that, because they feel you're the only one that could crush them at any moment, they're like, they could do that. Someone else done it to me, so they could do it. But I feel this is a group of people that have healed enough to be like, but they wouldn't. It's like again, it's like what I say, it's bleeding all over other people that have need. It's like people taking out shit on you that other people done to them, and now this person can see that. You can't see it when you're in it. I know we've shared many past lives together. I've always struggled to feel good enough for you. So these are all the things that this person's been working through. Um, right, 25%. There could be something significant about 25th of July. That's Friday. That is right before the Galactic New Year, the Mayan New Year. So that's effectively like, yeah, so I think that means Friday is like, so basically I'm doing a live on Friday too for that. So it's like Friday is like a bit of a mini Hogmanay New Year's Eve in the Mayan energy. So come and join us for a party. Um, right. Possible soul retrievals. So a possible soul retrieval somebody needs if you were drawn to a session with me is the fuck. Oh, it's back of the card. Oh god. Right. This is just my language, my guide. Sirens are never a good thing to me. Use your voice, expansion, freedom. So, side note, it could be that you need to use your voice. You might need a like a soul retrieval for your throat chakra. A lot of people do, particularly a lot of masculines watching this, male or female. A lot of males, you do need a soul retrieval for your throat. Something's happened to you and you can't speak up. Someone's done something fucked up to your throat chakra, or something traumatic has happened to you, or someone's done a spell in your something. It's like manipulation, and it could have been a siren. So again, you know what I mean? It's like I've done loads of sessions with guys where it's like a woman's really hurt them in the past, done a number on them, and it prevents them from opening up to who they're with now. So, or women have went through that with guys or same sex couple, but or it doesn't even need to be a love partner. It could be something's happened with family or strangers or blah 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 blah. But because it's called the sirens, that's specifically what I feel. That's a man watching that you need your energy cleared from some kind of like a siren, a Jezebel, a toxic, the succubus, incubus, like kind of. I'm not like the energy. It's like you know what I mean? It's like a not good energy anyway. I'm seeing clips from that bird that's fucking talking about banging thousand guys and shit like that. So hopefully it's nobody as bad as that, but it's somebody. It's not a clean sexual energy. Put it that way. I don't know what I'm picking up. I'm tapping out of that. Right. Okay. So that's what I mean. Cancer fourth house is hidden stuff. I think that's somebody that had a lot of. I don't know. It's like I, I'm feeling somebody that had connected with so many other people, and then it's like you've soaked up all their stuff and all the trauma. That's basically it. Wait, you create toxic soul ties when you sleep with tons and tons and tons of people. But whatever particular toxic kind of female energy I'm picking up on there, it's like this person must have, like, I don't know. It's not good energy. Let's just tap the fuck out of that, whoever that's for. Right, so what's another one? The ripple effect, part of something bigger, details are taken care of. So again, I feel they're saying if you're to book a session with me, it's the details are taken care of. The guides know what we're going to do. I don't know, you don't know. You might think you know, and then you come and it's something different. Anyone that's had a session will be able to tell you that. You think that you're coming to talk about something. We'll talk a bit about that most of the time, but it'll end up being something entirely different. That'll be exactly what you needed. Just trust. Shamanic healing is all about trust. Put it this way, again, I'm keeping this anonymous, but I met somebody who was talking about something to do with like basically shamanic healing in general, and the person started talking to me about that before they didn't even know that I was a shaman. So that's how amazing this is when you just trust, you know, that it's like the new you vibe, you get drawn the right people at the right time. So it's like exact same with me. If you keep getting drawn to me and you're like, I feel I need to do a session with her, but I don't know what it is, trust, and it'll change your life. It's not me changing your life; it's you changing like your life by not letting your ego and your fear win and booking the session. And then you have to trust me with your shit. But it's like, you know what I mean? I'm a good secret keeper. I am a well of secrets. Trust me, my own and other people's. So water codes, ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. Again, I feel this is about you could be very connected to the water. I'm very connected to water. You know, I've got a lot of water in my chart, but I'm very in my shamanic work. It was, you know, the water, all the water ceremonies and all that. That was what I really, really connect with. You know, I think at some point I'm going to do. I feel like I don't know if it'll be this year or next year, but I'm going to do different ceremonies with elements, and like you know, it's a bit of a different vibe when we do it on Zoom, but if that sounds up your street. Again, that's I took yesterday. I was yesterday and the day before, and I was writing down all my different ideas for wheel season anyway. But the next couple of months and the things I was wanting to do. So it's nothing too exciting, basically. But I am going to be taking a break from doing the signs the way I've been doing them. Just a month break. I just wanted a wee break from it because it was getting a bit. Like I said, I do love it because I've got excited doing it tonight. But it's like and I'm gonna stop that quite soon. So I think the last one will be Libra. So basically, is that right? Yeah. So that means next week. So they'll do yeah, a couple of next week. And then I'm gonna start doing the build up to the Lionsgate. And I'm gonna where possible do it every day. If I'm not doing it live every day, I'll have filmed one in advance and I'll probably have the chat on. Just because I've got a couple of things I need to do where I can't be live, but you'll see anyway. It's just I like to build up the excitement and the passion and energy for the unions. I do it every year. This is like the fourth year I've done that. So, right, what's happening in the future of this connection? I keep picking up the same. It's a bit boring. I keep picking up the same cards, and I've got tons of cards. Wait a minute. I think they want me to use the tarot. Why am I getting drawn to this? What's happening next here? Actually, I want to kind of where is the masculine at right now? Let's see if it fits the rest of the stuff that's come out. Could be coming out of a false union. Two of Cups in reverse. Shit, it matches up with the whole thing. That's so Cutthroat. A song called Cutthroat is on. So Cutthroat, what's that again? Is that when something's not quite brutal? There could be a bit of an abrupt ending to a karmic situation when someone finds out the truth. Oh God, Cutthroat actually means I'm not gonna. I didn't know it meant that. Violent criminal. I suppose it's me taking it too relatively. Denoting a whist. No, that's game. Competitive situation activity, fierce and intense, involving the use of. That's how I meant it. Fierce and intense, involving the use of ruthless measure. I think there's going to be an abrupt cut off of someone. Two cups in the verse. This was not true love. This was a false union. That's where the masculine's at now. Whoever was resonating with this. Also, there's a rat on the TV. Seriously, I don't know what the fuck that is. Is that an advert or a? It was a rat, a hamster. It's saying get a job. That's a bit brutal. Is this a? I saw a pineapple reconciliation. Maybe somebody's been with like a damsel in distress. Somebody that was the song's actually called "Get a Job." Splinter. Maybe someone's been with like a. I think somebody's have. There's an abrupt cut off with like a money grabber, or it's not money grabber. That it's like a someone that's just leeching off of someone because we've got the Six of Pentacles. So I think somebody wants to be in an equal, reciprocal relationship where it's like one of these feelings where, like, because now the guy's like chucking all the money about. It's like the feeling of if the money was gone, the person would be gone, and yeah, whatever that all means. Ten of Pentacles in the verse, yeah, that's again, Ten of Pentacles is money, in the verse it's not. Someone's taken their Ten of Pentacles and their energy away from a false union. So again, somebody could have been with someone that was after them for their money. And therefore, if the money was gone, the karmic person would be gone, which is not certainly not true love. It's something, but it's not true love, is it? Yeah, heartbreak. Look, that's it. That can be divorces and breakups too. Just heartache in general. It can be a split up. It doesn't mean need to be divorces, and it is that too. Someone's in this case, I think that's the karmic energy. It's been left heartbroken, and the masculine's moving towards happiness. That's look, third party, Three of Cups. The masculine celebrating. That's reminding me of that Bublé song. It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, and I'm glad I got away. It's a beautiful day. This person's coming in very apologetic with the. Are you kidding me? Not again. How many fucking times has this happened? This has already happened tonight on the Gemini one, and it's happened again. This person's coming in apologetic after leaving whatever situation I just channeled. They know who their Queen of Swords is now. King and Queen of Swords. This person's got the clarity. Oh god, this is the same one that it was like engineer and all the other stuff, pioneer. This person saw through the illusion. Again, I think I used that for the. I don't know what to. I think I'll use something else, but wow, I can't believe King and Queen of Swords coming through. There's a lot of couples of King and Queen of Swords that are coming together very soon. There's King and Queen of Swords in particular keep coming out. They're also very shamanic, those energies on those cards. So you're able to handle a lot of tough stuff. Yeah, this person's coming in quick. See, whenever this moment happens, because remember this thingy's back to the other. I mean, it'll be titled if you're watching this in replay, but also even the fact that I'll change the title, I think, but I've titled it "Oops, back for part 2," but this has meaning. So that even that's a channeled message. Oops, oops, this person chose a karmic energy for a while to learn the lessons. Back for part 2 of this connection. You know what I mean? And it had meaning. It was a lesson. This person's coming rushing in when they realise this. And for some of them, they've already realised it, and they're eating up. And weirdly, I keep feeling a pull at my. I mean, I know that can be other things too, but it's like I'm feeling like a pull at my sacral chakra. It's horrible. Pulling sensation. So it's like, I feel there's energy being cleared out at your sacral chakra. It's got something to do. I feel again. I tended to watch this one back with what I was picking up on. Someone's been clearing their energy of a very toxic karmic energy. Yeah. And now they're happy that it's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, and I'm glad that you're the one that got away. It's a beautiful day. Four of Swords in reverse. This person's done the healing they needed to do after a betrayal. Yeah, that's what I mean. Felt like somebody's been cheated on or something, or a bit promiscuous, and maybe a bit more promiscuous than the person thought. Queen of Cups in reverse, manipulative person, somebody who'd have turned on the waterworks to get what they wanted, all the while. Do you know what it's reminding me of? I wondered when I was watching that today. I wondered how it was going to come into it. I hadn't known, like I knew obviously I saw the drama about the CEO, the Coldplay guy. Well, I didn't know what the Coldplay had to do with it, but the guy, the guy that was, well, he'd taken his fucking side piece to a Coldplay concert, and then they got, oh my god, the song Lipstick is on, Lipstick on Her Collar. You know what I mean? So there's something about cheating here. I think it's weird. It's not like it's specifically the masculine's karmic partner, whether you're a female masculine or a male masculine, your karmic partner or your person's karmic partner has been caught doing something. Because I was watching shorts of that today because I was like, what is it? Because I saw it was a funny wee, it was like a cartoon of it, and I thought, oh. And what it was, I'm sure all of you know now, but for those of you that don't, it was because they were at a Coldplay concert and Chris Martin was calling out people in the crowd, and he put the he put the kiss camera on. Well, he put the close-up camera on them that were all cuddled up, and then that's how they've been found out that they were carrying on. And but you know what I'm saying? It's like won't be quite as dramatic as that, but something I think somebody has been really caught out, and something's boom boom boom. It's quite a cutthroat cut off, but it's because it's something like that. Yeah, someone's making a quick getaway, and they're happy about it. Someone's sad and regret. But look, someone's in sadness and regret because they were after their money. That's really specific. That's not everyone. Someone was after someone's money. Tower moment. That's the tower moment. There'd be quite a lot of gossip going on, or people watching what's going on. King and Queen of Swords again. Yep, there's the apology again. Secrets coming out. Nine of Pentacles. Someone's single and moving on after betrayal, moving on to where it'll be reciprocal. Releasing the devil. See what I mean? That's always my card for a particularly nasty, promiscuous, because that's what the devil is. But because it reminds me of Magic Mike. You know what I mean? Someone could have got caught up in this connection through lust, and it blinded them, and they were so blinded by that energy they didn't see what this person was really after. Yeah, Emperor. Someone's Emperor now. They're releasing the burdens. So again, for whatever reason, some people needed more clarity that was their story. So 21%, something's finished. Though karmic lesson complete. Karmic lesson. Wow. Oh, right. Yeah. This could be the breakup of a marriage or like a serious commitment or something, people living together. Because we've got the Two of Cups in reverse again, the King of Cups in reverse. But remember, it was the Queen of Cups in reverse. So that's a couple that have broken up. They weren't well manipulative with each other, manipulative of each other, just manipulative of each other, and possibly holding back feelings from each other, holding back. There was just no emotion there. It was quite cold. And this person's choosing where the love is. That was all very specific. Right. Oh, half this deck is sitting here. Right, so what's happening? What's happening next? As if we didn't get enough tea there. Oh, soon, sweet success. It's going to be a sweet success. I know that's got nothing to do with the song, but now I'm hearing about my good night girl. Wait. Wishing well. Is there not something about secrets or something in that? Like someone wanting to keep somebody their good night. I don't know. Unless someone's coming to you at night or something, good night, girl. Or someone's going to be saying good night. I don't know if you're texting each. I don't know. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Surprise, yeah. Look, someone could be surprising you at night. What's that song again? My heart goes. I don't know what that is. Becky Hill. My heart goes. Surprise. You may be about to be surprised. Let your friends help you. Someone might be helping them plan a surprise. What the fuck's this? It's retreat and honeymoon. It's time to disconnect from the world, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Well, listen, if people are getting out of some type of marriage, I don't think you're going on a honeymoon. There's things that need to be happening. But if that wasn't marriages breaking up, it's like someone's getting out of their own connection and getting into the right one. And somebody could be getting out of a commitment that wasn't a marriage and getting into like a serious one. So this could be a case of people have been with someone a long time, and they didn't marry them and it wasn't the right person, and then things go really fast with the right one. But it's time to disconnect from the world, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Either that or you're retreating, you're going on some kind of retreat, you're going on a holiday together to escape Well, escape, I don't know what, escape the drama, escape to be with each other, escape to reconnect, because look, true love and soul. We've, oh my God, and we've got cherish, and we've, oh wow, yeah, this is definitely, so remember, this can manifest whenever. This actually could be like this is going to be a marriage, or this is an engagement, something. Look, because we've got cherish your relationship, bride and groom. You begin to feel your heartbeat faster when you're close, bride and groom, bride dress, groom thingy. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process. People are almost looking at each other. That's always my sign it's about to happen. True love. Mary Magdalene with the red rose. True love comes when you least expect it. Yeah, there's lots of surprises here. Surprises are coming. Um, and like I said, with all the stuff about marriage, engagement and stuff, it's just that this is the way it'll head in the future because it's the right person. Um, Union energy anyway, if it's not literal marriage, right? I picked up this. What am I on now? We're nearly at the end, so picked up these again, so we'll trust that. I want to apologise. I need your forgiveness. Yeah. So again, is this like, like if I'm saying stuff at night, I want and there's upset energy. This could be like, people that have had a drink and it's such courage to, it's something that pushes them forward. I want to apologise. I need your forgiveness. All those cards, two decks together, it came out again. I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realise what it was until I was gone. So it won't be like that somebody's had a drink for everyone, but I can feel for at least a few people it is like, maybe someone's been having a few, like not loads, but just enough to so that they're and the thing is, I think they're reminding me of that feeling because as much as like again, so if you're new to me, like I typically don't drink. I literally drink like once a year, usually around this time, Leo season, in the Edinburgh Festival, usually, or like like again, I don't even usually drink it like Christmas or New Year or anything, or you know what I mean. I'm just trying to think on my 40th, I'd drink. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? Being a healer and that it just doesn't gel well, and I don't need it. I don't like it. But the one thing that sometimes gets me is when it's like a really sunny sort of night and that, and yeah, basically. So that's that. Basically, that's what I'm saying. That's what happened on Friday. It was my sister's birthday, but and it was just yeah, the conditions were right, and I just made sure I only had a few. So but I was well oiled enough that it was like, oh, you're in the wee bit. It was a funny, like you know what I mean. It was funny when you don't drink and you're like, oh, I forgot why people do drink, and it's like, but it was, stopping before it gets stupid is a good idea, and I'm glad because I did actually start getting a taste for it and I was going to go and get more. And my mum was like, nah, just leave. And she wasn't like, she would have let me, but she was like, just, Well, actually, what she said is there'll be more down there. You don't need to go and buy more. But so I ended up having one more on top of what I. So basically, in total, I had four. And that was enough. Because basically, see, after you have free drinks, you're kind of incapable of stopping. But I proved that theory wrong because, and then, yeah, I came home and I made myself a wee burger and watched Love Island and I had a good sleep. And then, yeah, I wasn't hungover the next day. And that's how if I'm going to drink, that's how I want it to be. So, but I'm healing. So I'm wondering, me talking about alcohol this much, somebody could have been healing from like alcohol addiction or something, or, or maybe just if it's not like a serious alcohol addiction, it could have just been like, just noticing how it was holding you back and you weren't getting a lot done. Because that's why I stopped drinking. I thought, I'm a healer, my work's all around focused around healing. If I keep going out partying like this, it's I'm never going to get anywhere. But I'm not going to be able to hit my goals. I'm not going to be able to hit my 1 4 4 4 goal. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to grow. And so that was my reasoning behind it, and it was just part of my spiritual awakening. Blah blah blah, all that shit. Um, so other people could be going through similar things like this, but I hate the silence between us as much as you do. But it's where I do my deepest healing. But that was mainly coming in because it's like I'm feeling that little high that you get. It's like someone's like they need it to get rid of the fear. And that's when I think it's not such a bad thing, you know what I mean? We've all been there when it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna call them. Do you know what I mean? Or fuck it, I'm gonna send the text. And then sometimes I've definitely been in that place when you're absolutely fucking pissed. You're like, no, just do it. Like I'll tell it because it's funny. But like I'd said that once when I, well, more times than once, but there was a time when I was drunk And I was like, my best friend was like, well, trying to sober me up, and yeah, that wasn't going to work. But it was kind of like, and I was like, oh, it's fine, just call him, it'll be totally fine. And she was like, I don't think you'll be saying that tomorrow, so I don't think so. And thank God that was the right call. So, I'm scared you'll reject me. You know what I mean? Because that's so hilarious the way that just come out. Because all that fear goes away in that moment. You're like, yeah, this is a fucking great idea. Do you know what I mean? Like all that fear, like, oh, what if they don't, answer me? What if they ignore me? What if they ghost me? I don't give a fuck in that moment, and that's why it's a good thing. You tame my demons. So yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a kind of vibe of someone turning up in the middle of the night having a wee drink or something. I want to treat you the way you deserve. I regret what I did to you. And maybe it's because it's like it's going to make it a bit easier to talk. So again, everyone does it the way that suits them. So tell me if that's quite specific. Tell me if it's something like that. Right. So new earth energy, and then we'll close this one out. So thank you if you joined me. Renee, if you're still here, I can chance a luck at doing your cards before it cuts me off. So let me know if you're still here. Right, so it's about to be 11:11 too, so I feel what they're saying is this is going to happen in divine time. And divine time for some people is just around the corner. What? Oh, that's that. I like the tune to that song. That song is "Cause I'm better off without you, and I finally know the. I can't sing it, and I finally know the truth. And she's showing a photo in the fire. Cause the person I resisted, it was me. I don't know the words, but I love the tune to that. I remember it's so weird that that came out ages ago because I remember I was and I never go to the gym, but this is how long ago it was. I was at a gym and I was on the running machine. I was there with my pal, she was on the running machine too. And it was like I just remember the minute it came on my thing and it made me run faster because it's kind of like, it's quite good motivating energy. But I think it's just picking up on that energy of whether you are a man or a woman, you're like, I'm better off without you because the song is called Better Off Without You. It's like you've been through a hurtful time with karmic energy and now you're like, I'm better off without you, and I finally know the truth. Oh my god, that completely. See what I mean about fourth house Cancer energy being the hidden stuff? This is like fucking some hidden shit that's coming out right now. So, Light Weaver, you're a vehicle of light, creating new paths to joy, weave magic into the world. So, I definitely do that when I do my little light code activations, but whatever that means to you, 11:11, it's divine time. Divine time for all this to come together and some things to fall apart. Shapeshifters are being exposed. Um, you have the power to change, live in the world yet not be imprisoned by it. Because remember what I always say about shapeshifter energy. Shapeshifter can be a good thing where you disguise your energy. Sometimes you can use coyote medicine to, protect yourself and protect others, protect your connection. Um, if you're a teacher, protect others you're helping, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. But there can be bad shapeshifters because I saw a shorts about that as well, where, it was like it was one of these conspiracy channels, but I mean, usually conspiracies are true. But it was like where someone shapeshifted on camera and they didn't know they were on camera. But it's kind of like, there's loads of ones like that out there. But I mean, someone's showing their true colors. A karmic energy showing their true colors, or they will show their true colors. Sacred self. There's something significant about Christmas because the time is 23:12. 23rd of December significant. Feels like something past. Sacred self. You're powerful. Live your life from a place of fullness and honor your wholeness. Way changer. You're a liberating force here to inspire and change and challenge the system. Body talk. Connect to the wisdom of your body for optimum health, wellness, and vitality. Lemurian soul, that's all the galactic energy. Your Lemurian soul swims in the sea of oneness. Your earth keepers that hold the light codes of humanity. That's definitely my energy. You might resonate with that too. Apprentice, inspired learning is the call of the soul in pursuit of self mastery. Be courageous with your emerging talents. Yeah, again, that's a lot of the masculines waking up to their own gifts and this energy, and it's your time to shine. So if that's you, it's your time to shine. Allow nothing to dim the light within you. Allow yourself to shine. That fits with the cards at the start. Artisan, you have a hands-on approach to life, skillful, resourceful. They like to feel connected to what they do. Again, somebody's good with their hands. Keep it clean, guys. But again, you might make things with your hands. I don't know. Quite a funny joke. Right, okay, so Boom, let's end that one there. We've got 18%. So, Renee, would you like me to use the healing, let's cleanse that energy there, the healing waters deck? Because my theory behind that would be we're in the very last of Cancer season. So this is going to have, you know, some good watery energies to go with that. So, oh, they've decided for you. So these fell out. Cleansing, releasing the old, energetic tune up, new beginnings. This is what's happening for you. Wait a minute. I mean, I'm going to set a timer, but I don't think it'll be decided for us by the thing. So remember, I'm reading these for Renee right now, but this could make sense for anyone watching, particularly if you're in the masculine energy, male or female. Releasing the old, energetic tune up, new beginnings. And Isle of Avalon, healing, returning to wholeness, transformation. See how that's what I mean, that this could make sense for everyone as well as Renee right now, because I just said something about wholeness on that card. So let's see, I'm going to read these books from the book. So, cleansing. Oh God, and then I opened it up at the book. That's nuts when that happens. So I feel you've been in a period of cleansing, Renee. You know, like cleansing yourself of everything that needed to go, any residue energy from people that wasn't good for you. Water has been deeply associated with both physical and spiritual cleansings in ancient times. We use water to cleanse out our day away as we bathe, as many of the world's faith traditions use water as a means of spiritual purification. From immersion in the holy rivers to the baptism ritual. But you put a comment like that yesterday. Remember when I wrote something about purification? That's funny, isn't it? Pilgrims around the world journey to numerous sites for healing and cleansing qualities of their waters. I also feel both these cards are talking about your connections to the UK that you've told me about before. The water in the grounds of Japan's Hongu Sengen Taisha. So no, sorry if I totally fucked all that up. More than likely did. A Shinto shrine at the foot of sacred Mount Fuji is seen as both deeply holy and self-purifying. Flowing from the melting snow at the volcano mountain summit, it forms washing pools that call people to them near and far. What I'm getting from this, side note, is see for what I just said for the collective. Like I said, this ties in with what I said about someone's purifying their energy from someone they've been around. I don't know what it was that other person's been around, but someone's feel like they need to cleanse their energy before they come to you. Um, Many people, many believe that these pools are very mystical and powerful. Local legend says that the depth of the pool waters magically changes according to the size of the person who enters them, adapting the level of their submergence. While visiting the healing water sites of the world is an incredible thing to do, we don't need to travel to experience the healing and cleansing power of water for ourselves. You probably already use water in this way, although perhaps not consciously. As you shower or bathe, or as you wash your hands, consider the water and calling it to support you by washing away what's coming to an end and no longer in alignment, leaving space for what you'd like to birth anew. Side note, you can also add Epsom salts or Himalayan salts or sometimes type of salts, essential oils. Just make sure it's the ones that are safe. I always just like to stick to lavender, unless it's like a pre-blended one. Basically, the best way to go if you don't know much about essential oils, I would always just stick with lavender, or if it says on it that you can put it in the bath, it usually will say somewhere on it. If it doesn't say anywhere on the bottle that you can put in the bath, don't put in the bath. That would be my protocol, you know what I mean? Because some essential oils can burn and they can burn down there, whatever bits and bobs you got. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be fucking about with shit like that. So, but yeah, what's no longer in alignment or coming to an end that you're ready to release, Renee? So, look how slow that is. I've only just seen that appear, you saying yes, please. That's how slow the chat is. So I just, took the initiative to do it. So, Isle of Avalon. God, it's so fucking warm, by the way, because that fan is just blowing hot air at me. Feels like it's a fucking hot fan. So, healing, returning to wholeness, transformation. Legend says that Avalon was the island where Britain's mythical King Arthur was taken after being fatally wounded in his final battle. First mentioned in Geoffrey of Monmouth's fictional The History of the Kings of Britain, Avalon said to be have been ruled by the powerful enchantress Morgan Le Fay and her 8 sisters, thought by many to be high priestesses, who were widely renowned for their tremendous healing abilities. Some believe that the Isle of Avalon, which is also known as the Isle of Apples and the Isle of the Dead, is a mythical place of healing that exists beyond the veil. Others say that it exists in the physical. Avalon and its healing spring waters have been identified in Glastonbury and Somerset, southwest England, and even today pilgrims travel to the town. It's believed that the sacred place of healing was once surrounded by water and could only be reached by boat. This is a card of great healing and an invitation to see that your healing is an opportunity for great transformation. That perhaps the parts of you that feel as if they've been dying are actually being born anew. So yeah, if you feel like you've been going through a dark night of the soul, another mini dark night of the soul, it might be like a bit of a prolonged dark night of the soul. It's cleansing you for this new beginning. Maybe this healing journey is taking you somewhere truly glorious, somewhere sacred deep within. I surrender to my healing. I activate the sacred intelligence within the waters of my body. I call in all the support that's most helpful. I believe in my ability to transform and heal. Watch this bit back because they're powerful affirmations. Right, what else have we got? What will we go to? Let's go to this deck. What else? I feel drained, like someone has been clearing off me. Yeah. So that is, and it's quite funny because how long ago was our session, Renee? Because it wasn't quite 3 weeks ago, or was it 2 weeks ago? Because remember, you're still integrating that energy, so that's quite full on, in amongst already, being in Cancer season that we're just coming to an end of too. Oh God, I can't fucking remember. I can't remember when it was, but it wasn't. I can't even remember what day it was. Was it a Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't remember. Maybe you do. We can check through the emails, but yeah, it's good to know because look, check from when it's exactly 3 weeks, and let's check in how you're feeling. Right, Merlin, cosmic knowledge. I love that. So magical energy coming out there, Merlin. And it'll also open the book up at Persephone, so that is also about things dying and rebirth and wait a minute, Callie Mag and Merlin. Where are you, Merlin? Is this the right book? Have I picked up the right book for the yeah, 117. So, cosmic knowledge, magic is coming. Your answer is written in the stars. Merlin represents a magician, wizard, sage, and wise one archetype and features in. Oh my god. I knew that when I picked it. Look at. I forgot that. Look. Both Arthurian legend and medieval Welsh poetry. And there's me saying, I feel like these have got. I specifically said your connections to the UK. Now, obviously, full disclosure, Renee has told me it's my twin flames numbers right now too, so this could be very strong messages for other masculines. It's I said your connections to the UK, and it's mentioned England and Somerset, right? And now it's mentioned in like basically, it's both these cards are talking about things to do with like King Arthur and Merlin and his special and Wales. So we've got Wales, England. His speciality in divine alchemy, the transformation of heavy physical matter energies into higher vibrational energies. So you've been transmuting. Merlin uses the spiritual tools of a purple energy cloak and rainbow chakra wand to bring forward universal knowledge. He's a guardian of Avalon. This is a different deck, remember? So I just read, you just got a card about Avalon from one deck, and now I've pulled another card about Avalon. So again, you may feel very connected to Avalon. You've had past lives in Avalon, so I'm getting from that. The multidimensional realm connected mainly with sacred sites in Glastonbury, England. Listen, you need to get yourself to Glastonbury. I actually need. I've passed through Glastonbury, but I've never actually been to. I don't really fancy it because it's a bit kind of like. I just see it as being a bit kind of like cheesy, kind of touristy, kind of. And there's a lot of fake people in There's a lot of fake psychics in that in Glasgow. There'll be some genuine ones too, but I've never really been drawn to it myself. I do want to go though, just to see. But yeah, anyway, Glastonbury's coming through very strong for you. Drop everything you're wrestling with. Leave the mind struggles. Stop trying to figure it all out. Don't rely solely on 3D logic. See what I mean? That is for all the masculine. 23, 23. 23 is a powerful number. You need to look beyond. It's also five big changes. You need to look beyond the physical and open your energy to the mystical forces that govern our universe. This is where your answer for healing lies, beyond the veil, in the constellations and transits of the planets, deep inside the mysteries of the cosmos. You're now harnessing ancient wisdom from Avalon, mystery skills of Merlin. He taught metaphysical subjects such as alchemy, sacred geometry, astrology, divining, and energy healing. This was a vast cosmic library containing esoteric texts by divine scholars. Let Merlin help you remember your magical powers. Whatever you're seeking right now, your inner magician knows how to find it. Meditate and ask your third eye chakra to reveal what you need to know. That came out in the Mediumship Monday, the third eye crystal one. You can visualize Merlin's rainbow light streaming from your chakras to heal yourself, a relationship, or a karmic issue. Now remember, I've said that somewhere in, I don't know if it was, I don't know if it was the videos that you're yet to see. I think it was. But again, I hold these rainbow codes and channel that energy quite a lot in the things that I'm doing. So again, I feel that's a lot of these light codes that are coming in. I just feel strong rainbow frequency, hopey prophecy energy. You're a wise soul with knowledge from other worlds. Trust the powers conferred by your purple cloak and crystal wand, given to you many moons ago by the supreme sorcerer Merlin. Again, this feels like stuff I've channeled to you in your sessions. Clear the energy with a person, place, or situation to experience immediate relief and resolution. Well, you've already heard that a few times with me. Your life purpose involves using teaching astrology, energy healing, chakra balancing, or magic. Study vortex healing, a holistic system, energetic healing from Merlin lineage. Visit Glastonbury, I already said that, to reconnect with the sacred sites. I specifically feel there's something going on in your chart right now, so I'm just going to have a wee look. Oh, that's what it is. It's because of your North Node's return. So the North Node's in Pisces, everyone, and the day that me and Renee had our session, it was Renee's North Node return. I didn't know that. She didn't know it. Obviously, our souls knew it. Fun fact, a lot of the time when people book with me, they end up booking and it's something like that. A lot of the time it's the person's moon sign and they didn't mean it. And I notice it it's just the way that they work with astrology. I call upon my deep magical powers. The universe is working with me in mysterious, miraculous ways. Just to get that across, if you don't know astrology, there's only 12 moon signs. So the fact, and it's there for like what, 2 days, 2.5 days. So the fact that somebody would serendipitously, by accident, happy accident, book with me on their moon sign when there's 1 out of 12 chances, kind of nuts. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. Let's now have a wee look at your chart, if that's all right. I'm assuming that's all right because I just want to see. But I think that is what I'm picking up on. It's the fact that it's all to do with this energy of the moon being, sorry, the North Node being at your North Node. And now I'm transmuting a lot, picking up on what I've just said to you. Right. Just going to see if there's anything else. So, totally cleansing. All right, you're behind. Oh, I was going to say. So I wondered what, but it's still the chat is always really slow, though, isn't it? I feel, yeah, I read that bit. No, very recent. I dreamt of a dark lake full of people last night as well. Honestly, I had really weird dreams last night too. Always felt very drawn to King Arthur and Merlin. Yeah, and you see, that's why a lot of the stuff I'll channel will resonate you. Because have you seen how much I don't mention it every, but I do mention King Arthur quite a lot. It's one of my favourite films. If you've never seen that modern film, it's brilliant. But yeah, loads of people say that to me that are drawn to here, so I'm not surprised to hear that. I mean, that's coming through strong for you though. I had, yeah, basically the dreams are permanent. The dream I had, again, it's not, so the dreams, this is going to be relevant to you and other people. Watch out for karmic people in your dreams. Specifically, now I know this isn't really relevant for you, Renee, but for other people, if you've got like exes popping up in your dream that are not your twin flame, that's very common. I have dreams like that a lot in Mercury retrograde. It's how the Mercury retrograde can fuck with you. But it's kind of uncomfortable because it's like, you wake up in the morning and you're like, ugh. Do you know what I mean? I felt like I actually needed to cleanse myself. Like, again, it's because people can't access you really in the physical. They try to access you through the dream time. So again, it's real, trust me. Um, right, so what have we got? So I'm saying that because that could be happening to some of you. So masculine or feminine. Yeah, a minute. Is that how slowly it moves? I'm like, just double check. Sometimes I get overexcited and I'm like, no, it's exactly. I mean, it's like exactly. Yeah. You're like, I mean, almost to the second, but it's not quite that yet. But like that's what I said to you. That is what I said to you. I'm sure I said to you when we spoke the other week there, I'll say to you when it's there. And basically, we're there. Like it's your exact degree. So you're just in a very exciting time of change. But again, it's not always exciting. I explained this to Renee personally, but I'm saying to everyone, it's not always exciting. It can be uncomfortable. Like for me, I had to move through my fear of being on here, like really get over the fear. Although I'd had the channel years, I was basically stopping and starting. So I feel like, I said what I thought it was for urinate. It's like moving through things that you've been avoiding. So if you've been avoiding for years, facing up to some kind of past pain, you're finally facing it and it's freeing you. And that definitely, from my outlook on it, that is what you're doing. But it's like that what could come from it is so much more magical and amazing than you could ever imagine. And you might not even know what that is yet. Just feeling happier, a sense of happiness and peace that you maybe didn't know was possible. Oh, that's perfect. That's beautiful. Right, so let's see what else is going on here. There was something I remember saying. There was something else. Oh, fuck! No, sorry, I got too excited there. It's not. I thought it was your. That's the thing. You'll also be in your lunar. That happens once a month, but you'll be in your lunar return. Not tomorrow, Wednesday. The moon will be conjunct your moon, so you could be quite emotional actually. So really, really protect your energy over tomorrow and the next day. Um, what else is standing out to me there? Let's see where this new moon is for you. The new moon for you is in your sixth house, your everyday ritual routine. So you could be picking up a new hobby. I don't know if you've picked up. I know that you like to do things like the crocheting and stuff. So I don't know if there's some kind of hobby that you maybe pick. I would be surprised if there's a hobby. Maybe see if it's specifically that. I'll piss myself. But if there's a hobby that you put down and then you're picking it back up again, or you feel drawn to it, like towards the end of the week, like Thursday onwards, or even now, I wouldn't be surprised because that's Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is redoing things, like revisiting things from the past. And in Leo, it's your creativity, fun, hobby, passions. So it wouldn't surprise me if you picked up something that you'd kind of put down. Um, and it could specifically, or maybe they're saying you need to get crocheting again. Maybe it calms, it relaxes you, takes you away from the drama of the Mercury retrograde, maybe. But that's where it is for you. It's your everyday ritual routine. So, what you want to do is set intentions around the things that you might want to change in your everyday ritual routine. So if there were some new habits that you want to pick up, then, it'd be a good time to kind of start it, start creating the new neural pathways in your brain, because you've got to stick at it and it will eventually change it. Um, yeah, I think that's all that's sticking out to me right now. Um, I felt like the people at the lake were all the ones that had hurt me in the past and they were drowning. Fucking hell, that sounds pretty deep. That sounds very Avalon, doesn't it? That's crazy because I made a community post today for the first time in probably months. Oh, well, there you go then. So that's you coming back to life a little bit. um, so, hmm. Oh, yeah. So that actually fits with what I just channeled as well. Like that's you going back to your creativity because even like sharing with your community, you know what I mean? That's quite interesting. But yeah, however that might fit for other stuff too. So yes, I hope that made sense to you. It sounds like it did, and I hope that helped other people too. So actually, I feel like I want to pull. So sending all that love and healing to you on your healing journey. And again, just wait a minute. I'm just going to check that. I want to see when. we had that session, because it's always good to know. All right, so I think it was, wait a minute then. So I think it was, it looks like it was maybe the 8th. So yeah, 2 weeks. I thought that was only 2 weeks ago. So you're basically 2 weeks into transmuted. So again, remember, so basically when somebody's had a session with me, right, the healing continues after it. So 3 weeks to the day is when you can feel a big shift in your energy. So that's why they were getting me to stress that to you, to remind you that, see, that even that dream that you've had as well, things could have been open, basically, not could have been, things have been opened up in that session, that, you know, you're getting past life memories flooding back, especially because cancer season is past life memories anyway, and you are Cancer moon. So it's kind of like, you know, and the fact that it's your North Node return, there's loads of things that are bringing stuff up to the surface here. But again, just be extra protect. Don't get pulled into anything in this Mercury retrograde in Leo, because um, you're in a very sensitive time of healing and soul retrieval. So don't disrupt that, you know. Don't let anyone disrupt that. Protect your energy. Like I said, very, very strongly over the next couple of days. Because remember, the dark moon is a shadowy time too. It's good to protect your energy more, especially us as women. Um, but yeah, it'll be 3 weeks on the 29th. So a week tomorrow will be, 3 weeks to the day of when we had our session will be my 10-year anniversary of this channel. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something for that day. Again, I've already celebrated. I celebrated at the summer solstice, but I didn't actually really do that. You're very welcome. Um, but yeah, just keep me noted on that when I'm on, right. I'm not going to really. I don't think I'm going to be doing live streams much that week, but just notice your energy. Notice the shift in your energy. So you might not be feeling it now, but you're still in the cleansing part, but you'll feel your energy pick up. Um, yeah, right. Okay, so this is for everyone, just to close this out. So what have we got? So thank you everyone that joined me live or replay. Can I just say, the whole time I'm doing this, it says things like 2 people are watching, 4 people are watching, occasionally it'll be like 7 people are watching. The last live stream I got off, it said there was 50 views. Once I got off, it said there were 100 views or 200 views. So it just shows you, like, talk about, remember, this started off for cancer. It started off someone's longing for you after an illusion. But in general, social media is an illusion. So I think they're saying to you something about as well. Those of you that are in situations where people are like parading their happiness and stuff, it's sometimes it's a smoke screen. It's not always what it seems. Or, so whatever is going on there, just remember that, it's things are things are changing quickly. Remember, I keep saying every mediumship Monday. I didn't say it this one actually, but I'm going to say it now. It seems like I blink and it's Monday again. I don't know what it is, but to me, time is moving so fast. My friend just said to me yesterday, like, things are speeding up. It is crazy. Like, we're really in this quickening and this ascension. It's like fucking nuts. To me, it literally does just feel like I'm doing mediumship Monday every second day. So does it? I don't know if it feels like that to any use, but that's how it feels to me. But that's exciting too. That's quick. Things are changing. So things in the physical world can quickly change. Change your thoughts, it changes your reality. So keep thinking about the things you do want, and don't spend so much time thinking about what you don't want. Especially those of you that feel like you're close to a union. But any kind of breakthrough in any part of life, today's the 21st. It can be a happy ending if you keep visualizing that happy ending. If you focus on what you don't want to create, and all the karmic situations that are going on in your own life, or how your person's stuck and all that, and they'll stay stuck, you'll stay stuck. You know what I mean? Direct your energy to the things you do want to happen. You've got more chance at happening. Right. With all that being said, I'm interested to see what comes out. So, talking of personal sessions, if somebody wants a personal session, I'm not going to be working with, I think it'd be wise, I'm not going to work with anyone tomorrow, because I need to, something just flashed up, the girl in the spider's web. So again, spell work again, just confirmation of the confusion that's went on there. But again, I feel like somebody created a web of lies that's just got out of control. If that makes sense to it. Yeah. But I'll, if you want to book a session for either Wednesday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but it would need to be before I do the live streams. Then yeah, but again, I don't think I'll be around tomorrow. But you can email me. To be honest with you, I think I might end up just not attracting anyone because I think it's because of the energy of building up to the Mayan New Year on Saturday. I think I'm meant to just preserve my energy for doing the live streams. But again, if anyone does feel a strong pull for a session this week, then I will honour that. Just get in touch. Um, but yeah, I feel I'm going to be really busy. And I mean, somebody actually said that to me recently that was reading for me too. But I feel I'm going to be really busy very soon. I usually am in Leo season because I worked it out. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to do some. I'm going to do some fun things in that in my personal life and that. But and again, I never tell people when I'm doing this. I'm not going to fucking tell people when I'm doing stuff like that. But it's like but for the most part, I'm going to be working hard on here. You know what I mean? So, and I'll pre-record things in that. So if ever I am doing something, but there'll always be something. Like, I'm going to change it up a little bit. But yeah, so I think there will be a live every day, or it'll be a live chat, so you can chat to each other if I'm not, if I can't be on the chat thing. But anyway, you'll see what I mean. But I'll be from the start of the month. I'll do that. Right. The Healing Lagoon. Rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal, it's safe to stop. Yeah, so that was the card that came out for the Divine Masculine specifically today, if you resonate with that. So it can be your own masculine energy too. So rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal, it's safe to stop. And that is very appropriate as the sun is in the very exhausting last degree of Cancer. Rest. And then just to stress, the moon goes into Cancer tomorrow. The Healing Lagoon. So let's all bask in the Healing Lagoon. And it's page 88, and 88 is a very twin flamey number. Infinity. Infinity. I used to love that song when I was younger. Guru Josh. So, the Healing Lagoon. Rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal. It's safe to stop. The healing waters are here to hold you, to heal you, to revive you. Ah, you see how that fits in again with the masculine? God, that's totally what's come through in the whole of this. I agree with you, time is shifting. Did that? I don't know if I read that out loud. I just read it now. Maybe I did read it out loud. I'm that tired now. I'll take that advice, yeah. I think it's all good advice that we all need to take right now. So, it's not only safe for you to slow down, sometimes it's necessary. So some of you could be burnt out, so pay attention. To take care of your physical, emotional, mental well-being, to replenish yourself with whatever it is that you're yearning for most. And remember in the title for the first part of this person's longing for you after seeing through an illusion, I think is what I titled it. To slow down and rest. The Healing Lagoon is a place of nourishment, recovery, and rest. The waters are urging you to slow down to a substantial pace and, wherever possible, give these things to yourself preemptively, not only when you burn out. Oh, I didn't even know I was going to talk about burnout, but you could see it was going that way. So, really take note of that because the sun in Leo tomorrow might make you want to go, 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 fucking take action with everything. And if you've got that in you and you want to, and it's wise, do it. Grab the opportunity both hands. But if you're kind of more vibing with this burnt out vibe and you still feel a bit burnt out Tuesday, Wednesday this week, totally normal. The moon is in Cancer. Ease yourself into that courage. You know what I mean? But trust me, when that new moon moves into Leo moon, UK time, I think it's about 8:30 at night. I'll be doing a live stream at that point. It's fucking go time. There'll be a lot of action in the air and more ways than one. So I think it's wise to just rest for now. Unless it's things like sharing your feelings. Your Mac will sleep soon unless plugged into an outlet. So again, someone's unplugging from the matrix. This is a card of self-care, pleasure, and tender nourishment. How can you ease into resting, replenishing, regenerating, receiving? All the words for the retrograde. The healing waters of the Healing Lagoon are waiting to receive you, to replenish you, to hold you. Oh my God, how, again, Renee, how crazy is that with what you said about the dream? They're waiting to attune you back to your most natural and alive state, which that's what happens to people after soul retrieval. So after you do a session with me, we'll clear your energy and you'll come back to your natural state, clearing all the crap. And you've got to keep doing that. You've got to keep doing soul retrieval to feel, more you. To peel back all the things that have made you feel like you're not you. As I looked up the telly, and it had predator. So some people got predators around them, karmic energies. So book that vacation, or that, again, a lot of people need holidays. Maybe some of you are on holiday. Somebody was actually said they were on holiday earlier. So I think there's holidays that are needed here. So book that, and notice, like, I'm not going on holiday. I've got a wee night away, not too far away, but it's like, um, I'm kind of taking a holiday because I'm going to be, after next week, I'll be taking a break from doing these intensive 3-hour live streams for each of the signs, just for a month, and they'll get back to it. They're trying to get me back. Nope. Yes, protect your energy. So book that vacation or that morning off. Well, like I said, that tick for me tomorrow. Reduce your working hours. Oh my God, see, look, this is what I mean. That's because I pick up on the future. I've done what this is saying to do. Reduce your working hours so that when you show up, you can show up fully. So I can come back towards the end of the week in all that fire energy, my best self. So I know not everyone can do that, but if you work for yourself, do it, Do it before life makes you do it. Because this is talking about burnout. That's why I'm good at doing that now. I slow down before I burn it. And when I do big, high intensity, long lives like tonight, or like fucking hat tricks, I'm doing nothing tomorrow. And if I do something, it's things to nurture myself, eating good food, because also cancer is about food and sleep and rest, feminine energy, receiving. But, if I do something action orientated, it would be walking, but walking by the sea, to feel it. But again, to be honest, I might not even do that. Especially if there's like, a thunderstorm in that. But again, I don't know if this thunderstorm's actually fun. They keep saying there's going to be a thunderstorm, and it doesn't come. But things to give back to me, so that I can then give back to the community. So, book that. Oh, I keep reading the same bit. Reduce your working hours so that you can show up when you can show up fully. The patriarchal expectation of grow, 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 push, push, push isn't sustainable. Your body is your most precious asset, so take care of it regularly. Make time to regenerate and rest. And again, cancer is also your body as well, looking after your body. How can you make more time in your life to regenerate and rest? How can you practically prioritize your well-being today? So whether that's today or tomorrow, I hope that meant something to you. Please take that on board, because like I said, that was the message for the masculine. That was actually for my inner masculine energy, which would also theoretically be my actual masculine too. But take it as it resonates, people out there. And then the feminine one was about anyway, that was on the shorts. So, but it's quite interesting that I've shuffled and that one's come out again. So I'm taking that for my inner masculine, and I'm going to go and I need to go and lubricate my foot. I need to go make a cup of tea, and I need to eat my pancakes that I made today. Guys, if you want a bit of a fun, boring fact, every time I make pancakes, I fuck them up. I don't know what it is. I'm just so shit at making them, right? That I'm like, I can't fucking do this. I'm going to stop buying them because I fuck them up. I have to put it in the bin. Like, it's that bad. I can't even make a pile of anything. I have to bin it. But today, we had success. So the weird message is something that you weren't able to do. Now, for some people, for me, it's pancakes. For you, it could be you couldn't express your feelings, and now you can. But I've never been able to successfully make pancakes. But to be honest, if I'd fucked up today's, I would really be a lost cause, because it was like it was a pre-mixed. It was basically, this is another thing. Notice I'm not finishing the sentence. Like, it's all that excitement. That's been in my cupboard for, like, I don't know, 6 months, maybe even longer than that. And I kept not using it because I assumed I needed to have eggs. Now, oh God, I don't want to get on this chat, especially not with you, Renee. You'll be happy to know I am now eating eggs all the fucking time. But it was too hard for me. I love eggs, and that whole thing that I'm just like, I'm giving that up. Do you know what I mean? So if my system starts going weird because I'm having so many eggs, I'll pay attention. But so far, I've actually felt better. But basically, what was quite funny, it just flashed up happy anniversary. So there could be an anniversary of some kind. It doesn't even need to be a happy anniversary. Like I said, it's my anniversary of my nana's death soon, but it's oh yeah, it's the anniversary of the channel coming up too. So that's quite fun. Yeah, the point is, when I read the packet today or last night, it doesn't even need eggs. I literally just needed to whisk it up with milk and bung it in the pan. So it was so fucking easy. So something that you think is, it's not that it was hard to add the eggs, but you know what I mean? It's because I never used to have, I would never have eggs in. But it's like something that you're delaying, you've actually got everything you need. You've got everything you need inside you. It's like the magician card. Let's shuffle the tarot now. I said that. And it's like you're delaying something when you could do it now. So it's like it feels like it might be symbolic of you think you're not ready yet and you are. I just want to see if the magician comes out. But anyway, the point was I made tons, and then I was like, I can't eat all of these. It's gonna fuck up my calories. But actually, it hasn't. So it's like I had them earlier, and then that's what I'm going to eat now as a wee snack because I'm quite hungry. Watch Love Island, and yeah, not tidy up this mess. I can't tidy this up. I'll just deal with that whenever. um, it's symbolic though. I know. The thing is, they're not good for everyone. I'll stand by. They're not good. They weren't. They're only. I think I could. They're good for me now because I've healed my gut. But yeah, the devil. See what I mean? Look, look. That's true. What I just said because that's toxicity. But this is basically. It's the devil. Your ego. Your ego is trying to hold you back in fear, and you're ready. You've suspended. You've healed. You've held back. You want to come out of boredom and stuck energy and go back to a past love to give equally because you're the emperor. That was obviously that was needed for some people because it's time for union. Right, that's a great place to end it. We didn't get the magician, but I think we got even better than that. See, there's another message. Something's going to end up even better than what you thought. Union, union. Just remember that. Union is close. Right, okay. Union is imminent. At some point, it will be imminent for some of you. And I would appreciate if you let me know if that was you. Right, okay, so until then, we will pray for the unions. So sleep well, Renee, whenever your sleep time comes, and I hope that message served you. And I will be back on Thursday for level 2 members. You can get your new moon messages, and everybody else can get free cards too. So it just means the members get um double really. Like I'll do your cards for the new moon, and then I'll do you free cards. Basically, how I'll do that is you can have your new moon cards, and then because I'm live Thursday Friday, you can have free cards on the next day too. Do you know what I mean? And for everyone else, if you're not in the membership, you'll either get your cards Thursday or Friday. That's how we'll do that. So because it's funny when the Leo moon, it's funny when the new moon. I mean, why did that happen the last time? Why does that feel like that happened before? That can't happen. That's weird. Yes, I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to definitely rest my voice, and yeah, see you later. I'm glad the mic lasted that long. So like, sorry about the interruption, but sorry, not sorry. It was part of the message. So thank you to my mum because it was part of the message. So yeah, catch you on Thursday or soon.